Hi, thanks for checking out High Femme. You can call me High Femme or you can call me Lux. I am making this podcast because it's 2021 and I think we all could use a little fun. I am a huge fan of edibles. I have been since my first experience, and I know that a lot of the times when I look on the internet, it's like I had an edible and I never came back from the spirit world. So, I want to give information about the experiences that I have. As I say, these are my experiences, and also talk more about edibles. Maybe demystify it. Talk about my different favorite types of edible brands, whatever. I've had a lot. A lot, a lot. So, let's start with the beginning. When I was 21, I smoked weed for the first time. But it took me a while to get high, and I didn't really like smoking it. And I've always been really, really bad at smoking. Even if I ever smoked a cigarette, I've never been able to inhale, which I guess is a good thing. Anyway, when I was 21, I had a boyfriend who at the time had a medical car. And he asked me if I wanted to try an edible gummy. And I was like, sure. Even though the day before I was reading an article in the New York Times, I can't remember her name, but it was just like my scary experience with edibles. So my boyfriend, he had much more experience taking it, so he gave me a tiny gummy bear. I wish I would know how much milligrams it had. I don't know. But I just remember he said, be careful, we should split it because it will, be really strong. And it was just one gummy bear. I got the head, he got the body. And then waited and waited and waited, and then it finally hit me. And when it did hit me, it was kind of terrifying. I called my best friend, and to the one I feel like I couldn't talk, and she was so worried she came over. But then before she got there, I started feeling in a very good mood. I was like high out of my fucking mind, but I was feeling a really, really, really good mood. And I said, let's go walk to the park. And it was not, it was a nice spring night in Arizona. And we walked to this park that for the most part I've never go to. It was mundane. It's Arizona, it's just a bunch of dirt. But that day, it felt great. I noticed everything. I would notice like a cacti, saguaro had lost a little piece of itself, and it suddenly felt like an adventure. And as I got, um, you know, more into the high of it, I just remember talking with my boyfriend and my best friend at the time, and it felt like I was in a movie. It felt like every time there was a transition or a scene, it was weird, but not unsettling. Then my boyfriend went to sleep, and then I ate an entire pizza, and then I went to sleep. Um, it was such a strong experience the first time, but I think, I don't know, it's sort of like discovering something you really like or something that really works well with your chemistry. I had never really been high before, and especially not that way. And I've had many experiences now. I've tried so much more, especially after moving to a state where it's legal. I mean, now I'm better at smoking. I enjoy a pre-roll, a vape, pipe, not a bong. One time I tried to do a bong load and I threw up for like 30 minutes. So, we all have our weaknesses. But that first experience, I guess was almost so magical that I wish I could relive it. But, you know, sometimes intensity is not always bad. It can be good. It can be a way to feel a little bit more free. And despite it being really high, I remember the story so well. I can picture it perfectly. So, this is episode 0, and I'm introducing myself. And I hope that you stay around for the upcoming episodes, which will be more of me starting with taking an edible, talking about it, and we'll wait when it hits, and it'll be a very, very fun time. Thank you, and subscribe, if you want to know about the upcoming episodes. See you then.